NFL Total Access. My name is MJ Costa-Ruiz. Hey, do our countdowns make time go a little faster for you? I hope so, because we're 11 days away from Super Bowl 55. We've got every angle covered as we get ready for Tampa. Willie McGinnis is in studio with me tonight. Kurt Warner and D'Angelo Hull joining in as well. The Buccaneers staying put in Tampa Bay, their home city, and the host city for the Super Bowl. The Chiefs, of course, with a few more logistics heading into Super Bowl week. But simply put, the Chiefs are rolling. Always a moment away from scoring, never out of a game, and it all starts with Patrick Mahomes, the odds-on favorite to be named Super Bowl MVP. But the chief concern for KC right now, protecting him. Jeff Chadiha has more from Kansas City.
Here in Kansas City, the big question isn't just how will Patrick Mahomes face off against Tom Brady, it's who's going to protect Patrick Mahomes in this contest. Chiefs obviously lost left tackle Eric Fisher to a torn Achilles in last week's AFC Championship game. They've been without right tackle Mitchell Schwartz as he's battled a back injury, and they know not having their two star tackles in this game is a big deal. The Buccaneers have a great pass rush with Shaq Barrett and Jason Pierre-Paul. They've had 48 sacks on the season, and they want to get after Patrick Mahomes. Now, Andy Reid said he understands this is a big loss, but he also said he has great faith in the players he does have replacing those two players. Mike Reynolds will go to left tackle, Andrew Wiley, a converted guard, will go to right tackle, and they'll see how it goes. But the Chiefs have had offensive problems before and gotten through. They'll try to do it again in this contest.
And we've seen the Chiefs put up video game numbers on offense, and the Bucs do something spectacular on defense throughout the postseason. What we have here is a complete offense and a complete defense. I think the game is decided on that last number you see there. Yeah, 2 sacks allowed versus 7 sacks by the Bucs. And Shaquille Barrett and JPP get to Mahomes like they got to A-Rod. A big hello to Willie McGinnis and D'Angelo Hull joining me, guys. Hey, guys. We're matching and everything, Willie. I love it. D-Hall, too. Everybody got the memo. Willie, can the Bucs defensive line here really slow down Patrick Mahomes and this Chiefs offense?
They're going to have to. If they want a chance to win, they're going to have to figure out how to get it or get to him with 4 people like they did last week against Aaron Rodgers, and I think they will. They got to win the one-on-one battles, and they got to mix in the game. So when you watch what they did last week, and it starts with JPP on the right-hand side, he's winning the one-on-one battles. This is a speed to power against Turner. He's going to speed power, put that pole arm in. Once he gets even with Aaron Rodgers, he's going to come off the block, make an inside move, and crash the pocket for a sack. This is winning the one-on-one battles. And you still got Shaq on the other side containing, so Aaron can't go anywhere, okay? Here's Shaq Barrett, that quick get-off. Watch him. Now, JPP is going to crash the middle of the pocket, but watch Shaq Barrett get off the ball. He's almost 2 yards past the tackle before he gets out of his stance. Great speed rush, dips the shoulder before Aaron can set his feet. Shaq Barrett is right there, and he can't step up because of JPP. All right, now, here's the games that they'll mix in. This is an ET, in and tackle. JPP is going to go first. He's going to crash the B gap in the middle of the pocket. Vita Vea is going to loop around. Sue's going to get doubled, and Shaq Barrett's going to be one-on-one. They have to get home when they run these games. Check it out. You see JPP? He's coming. He's blowing up the middle of the pocket. Aaron can't step up. Vita Vea has contained. Shaq Barrett has the other side to contain. Nowhere for Aaron Rodgers to go but down. They have to continue to do this time and time again against Pat Mahomes and not let him outside the pocket and use that deadly thing that he has that goes deep with the receivers, that arm.
That arm.
Got to cut that out.
And real quick, Willie, someone else was giving JPP some love. Let's check out this tweet by Eli Manning saying he's fired up for his boy going back to another Super Bowl there. Evidently, this was the best pick that he could find, according to this tweet. That's not bad. In Hawaii with delays, I'm here for it. T-Hall, we know that you love a matchup, my friend. What are you watching for in Super Bowl 55?
Well, let me tell you what, guys. I'm going to be watching this matchup that I don't think too many people are talking about. It's going to be these Kansas City running backs, right? Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Le'Veon Bell, Darrell Williams, versus these 2 dynamic inside linebackers by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like I hear so many people talking about them, but I've been on these guys since the start of the season because I've seen an evolution at the linebacker position. No more do you need those 6'4", no offense, Willie, 6'4", 250-pound linebackers to stuff the run.
Wow.
These guys are 6 feet, 230 to 35 pounds. Willie, these dudes are like safeties, man. Watch how they run, man. Look at this, man. Devin White just taking on the ball carrier, man, forcing them back. Alvin Kamara is one of the hardest dudes to tackle. Levante David still stuffing that run. But I tell you what, something else that I'm looking for in this matchup is not only these guys stuffing the run, but how they play in the pass game. That's going to be crucial. Willie just showed y'all how JPP and Shaq Barrett's able to get pressure. When they get pressured, they allow those linebackers to sit back in those zones because you can't play man-to-man against Tyreek Hill and the rest of those boys out there. I think Todd Bowles understands that from that other matchup they had earlier in the season. So these linebackers fly around all over the football field, and I just love the way they play, man. Willie, these two are the best two middle linebackers in the National Football League. I kind of compare them to Navarro Bowman and Pat Willis back in those San Fran days when they were wrecking shop on those 49er defenses.
Yeah, D-Hall, they're really good. And I thought we were brothers. You could have made me feel good and said they're not 6'5", 265. They don't make them like you anymore, so this is what they're doing now.
Special edition.
You could have made me feel good, man.
You know he wasn't about to do that at all. Listen, and if there's ever a game that you want to make sure you win a matchup, though, D-Hall, to your point, it's in the Super Bowl. All right, guys, thanks.
First and 10 from the 27. Warner back to throw. Rainbows the far sideline, and it is caught by Isaac Bruce. Makes a move to the 30, 25-20, and they won't catch him today. Touchdown Rams! The St. Louis Rams are the world champions.
Taking it back with Kurt Warner, who joins me now. And Kurt, you are one of the few NFL quarterbacks like Tom Brady who won a Super Bowl, switched teams, and then made it back to the big show. Oh, so close there to winning it again with the Cardinals back in 2008. But set the table for us here. What's going through Tom Brady's mind right now as he tries to bring one home for the Buccaneers?
Well, there's two sides of this, MJ, is that first, there's always a personal side, right? And we know Tom Brady, how great he's been, how he strives to go to Super Bowls, win championship. That's what he's been about his entire career. But the other side of that is taking an organization somewhere that they haven't been in a long time, taking your teammates somewhere that they've never been before. And quite frankly, there's probably a lot of guys that didn't know if they would ever be in this moment. I remember when I went to the Super Bowl, actually in Tampa, with the Cardinals, and part of the joy of that process was watching everybody else go through it. Watching my teammates that never thought that they would be here, played a number of years in the league and never thought they would be in the playoffs or compete for a championship. The organization, not sure many people in the organization ever believed they would play in a Super Bowl. And so I heard Tom Brady talk about it a little bit this week where he said, this isn't really about me as much as it's about everyone else. And that's exactly what it feels like when you have an opportunity to take an organization to this point that hasn't been there. You enjoy watching this process through the eyes of everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, it's not new to Tom, but certainly new for quite a few people. But when you think of the matchup here, Kurt, this will be the fifth meeting between Brady and Mahomes, including the playoffs, and even split at 2 wins apiece while passing numbers give the edge to the reigning MVP. But listen, it's only right that these two really split their head-to-head or break their head-to-head tie here in the Super Bowl. Mahomes statistically a little bit better there when these two meet in the past, but the whole world is chasing what Tom Brady knows the real meaning of it here, rings. So how do you see this playing out now that Tom is leading the Bucs?
Well, you know, I'm going to lean towards the young guy here, and it's so hard to say because Tom Brady has been so great in this moment and so great throughout his entire career. But I just feel like this Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes is playing at another level. You know, they've got speed, they've got explosiveness. We remember what happened earlier in the year when these two teams played and the Chiefs jumped out big early. Now, Tampa was able to kind of settle in and fight back and make it a game late. But I think it's going to be so important for Tom Brady to start fast, to make some plays early in this game, to at least go swing for swing with the Chiefs and give them hope. And then there's no question, you can't turn the football over. You know, that's the thing you can't do against this Chiefs offense. We saw 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions by Tom Brady last week. Cannot happen again if you're going to stay up with this high-powered Chiefs offense.
It's going to be a battle like no other. This is what we earned after this season, Kurt, without question. All right, Kurt, stick around because for all of you at home wondering, hey, what's next season going to bring for my team? Don't you worry, because Kurt is going to give us his top 3 QB storylines for 2021. That's a little later in the show. We'll shift to the big story of the day now with our NFL insider, Ian Rappaport. Insider Ian Rappaport. And Ian, some very disturbing details coming out of Seattle in a very serious domestic violence situation.
That's right. Chad Wheeler, a reserve offensive lineman for the Seattle Seahawks, has officially been waived because of his participation in a really, as you mentioned, disturbing situation over the weekend. He was arrested on suspicion of felony domestic violence for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. He is accused of being in, quote, according to the police report, a physical fight with his girlfriend. The victim called 911 saying that she thought she was going to be killed. She eventually, according to police, had a dislocated arm, had trouble breathing, allegedly because